What is up, guys? It is your boy Nano, aka Flicker, back with a new video. And yes, it has been a while since I last uploaded, and I do apologize for that. I lost the software on my computer, so I can't use Elgato. Pretty much, I can't really edit a lot of things other than on my phone, sadly. But today I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, like what I'm into, and what I'm seeing a lot is stuff about tattoos. Yeah, yes, I am only 18, I only have 2, but I do want to make a video of, what they mean to me. And they are 2 very small tattoos just on my arm, and you guys will see in the next clip. So what that tattoo meant to me is the cross, Luke 15:7. Luke 15:7 says, "There be more rejoicing in heaven over one sinner who repents than over 99 righteous people who won't." And that the last 4 years, as a lot of people do know, I got really big in my religion. I got really big in my relationship with God, and it means a lot to me. And so the last year at my youth group that I was at, the theme of the year was reckless. It was talking about like reckless love, how God just gives out his love recklessly to everyone else. And some people find it ridiculous, some people find it amazing, you know what I mean? And throughout that year, I definitely went through a lot with, it was a lot of personal stuff, it was a lot of mental stuff, a lot of like physical stuff I was going through, definite depression and anxiety. And what that did was eventually take its toll on that relationship with God, I guess you could say. And there be times where I feel like I'm on fire for God, and there's other times where I don't feel it at all. And I feel, as people say, a wall being built in the middle between you and God. And what I kept feeling is there was that wall right in the middle, where there was doors that were being closed or chains that were being shackled on. And it got rough, you know what I mean? And the whole story throughout Luke 15:7 was how God will leave the 99 to find the one. Leave the 99 sheep to find the lost sheep. And the reason I stuck with this verse was because I was able to relate to being that one sheep, to not exactly run off, but distance myself from God. But I was always brought back. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. God always found a way to bring me back, whether it was going on a trip with my youth group, or hearing a certain leader or pastor speak a sermon that just touched me. I was able to relate to being that. And it was actually, the cross is one of my latest tattoo ideas, I guess you could say, because I've been planning tattoos since I was a kid. And I went to Romania over summer, and I met a guy there who hung out with us all the time, who had a cross on his wrist. And my other friend had a cross on her ankle. So I thought, hey, I'll get a cross with this verse underneath it. And it was really cool for the fact that the artist who did it was Saban from the Upper Room Tattoo Shop. And he knew the whole story. It was actually his favorite Bible story. So we were able to sit there and just talk about it. And it was really cool to understand what I didn't understand about it, because he knew from top to bottom what the whole thing was about, and I only knew a certain section of it. So we're able to sit there and talk about it all, and it was really cool. I'm sorry if I'm like looking everywhere else. It's kind of just weird for me to look straight, but as I talk I start looking different places. But yeah, so he led me through the whole story, and it was really cool to be able to talk about it with somebody who understood. So on to the next. As you guys just saw, I have the word faith and then a very nice calligraphy writing on the top of my forearm. That was done as it's done December 10th. And I wanted this sleeve. I want to start building a sleeve eventually, so I'm just getting piece by piece. And I obviously have something to cover up that little open spaces on my arm, like right here. But what faith meant to me, it's just the same thing as my last. Like I said, that the last 4 years going to youth group, I went through a lot. I struggled with depression, struggled with anxiety, as well as a lot of people do. And I look look towards my youth group, my leaders, and God for help. And it had its upper moments where I felt like I was on top of the world, and I had these moments where I was just at rock bottom. And the one thing people kept telling me was just keep your faith alive, keep faith in God, keep your faith going, keep continuously building that faith, because God will take care of you, you know what I mean? God has a story for you. So keep your faith up, it's going to follow through. And that's exactly what I did, I'm still standing here today, being the man I am, still being a follower of God, going to church every single week, finding, obviously, I'm jumping right now from Mercy Church to Pacific Christian to South Valley, jumping to try and find a stable home. And so I was looking at different tattoos, because obviously, like, a lot of my tattoos, I didn't really make up myself, which people are probably going to hate on that, but there's some of them I did, and some of them, like, I had an idea for, and I wanted a picture as a reference, so I'd go online and, like, type up, hey, like, Christian praying hands, or, cross with verse, or, like, a doves and lettering, and so on and so forth. And so I was going across, and I didn't really say anything about faith. I saw it done in different lettering, and it was a tattoo on my wrist, on a wrist, not my wrist, but some dude's wrist, and it just said faith, and it was in a little thinner calligraphy writing, and I was like, that'd be really cool to put on the top of my arm. And so I talked to an artist, and he said he'd do it for $30, and it was really cool, because saving to my cross for $100, and it's smaller, so to find a cheap artist who was a good artist was really cool. So he sat there and when he finished it, he said something like, walk in faith, not by sight. And him saying that kind of brought a whole new perspective on the tattoo, I guess you could say. Because you see a lot of people who walk through life on just, like, how do I say it? By sight, you know what I mean? By, like, just looking and wanting, like, looking at this, and, like, if that makes sense. And you have those people who walk by faith, which is, God, I pray to you to guide me, you know what I mean, to go through the path that you want. I don't know if all you guys are religious or not, and obviously it's your decision, I'm not going to hate. I have my beliefs, you have yours, that's right. But saying walk by faith, not by sight, kind of brought a whole new meaning to the tattoo. And so, yeah, I decided to get that, and obviously I'm going to get pieces added to, and I'm probably just going to do, from this, probably make a whole tattoo series of it being, this is the idea, this is me getting it, and this is the story behind it in a video. So definitely go down in the comment section, tell me what you guys would think about that, if you guys would like to watch that or not. But yeah, there are the stories of my two tattoos. Just a little other breakdown. Pain-wise, wasn't bad. So people who sit there and say, I'm scared to get a tattoo because it's going to hurt. People have different pain tolerances. I have a high one. I stretched my ears on myself. I pierced on myself. I stretched on myself. And I got tattoos pretty easily. You know what I mean? I got my cross redone. That hurt. Because you're going over scar tissue, it hurt. But the first time getting it done, barely felt it. My face felt it a little bit more, not gonna lie, but it didn't hurt. So there you guys have it. There's a story of my two tattoos that I have. There's plenty more to come. The goal obviously is to have a full sleeve on my right arm, maybe a quarter to a full on my left, both my legs, my back, my ribs, my chest, my neck, behind my ear. I have tattoos everywhere. I want to have tattoos everywhere. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.